what it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell It News /TV, where everything we react to, you're gonna be like, what the hell it, man? Now, man, we back with another video, and in this clip, man, we got Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb, man. Hey, it's getting nasty. It's getting nastier. Now, I done covered the situation at hand, on another video. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all ain't catch that video, how it all popped off. I link that in this video in the description. But man, look, we're gonna react to this from O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Hey, that boy stay dropping them bangers, man. Hey, and we gonna react to it, man. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let's get it.
Children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
7 days ago, there was the live stream between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. And the episode was called The Act Right Demonstration. It got so bad that Corey Holcomb removed Anton Daniels from the thumbnail and from the title of the show. And after this particular debacle, we all saw what happened. Anton Daniels went on almost like a crusade. He calls into other people's channels, basically talking about how broke Corey Holcomb was, talking about how he would have whooped Corey Holcomb's ass, and he even said some real interesting things.
Jesus Christ, bro, I'm gonna make $1 million off of you, bro. I'm going to make $1 million off of Corey alone, because I know the money game. Corey broke.
So he's saying that he's gonna make $1 million off of Corey Holcomb. Now, for this whole week, Corey Holcomb wasn't responding at all, wasn't responding on Instagram. Corey Holcomb actually, according to him, was in Las Vegas. And so now what Anton Daniels is doing is picking a fight with one of the most legendary, ruthless, grassroots comics in the history of Black America. And this is exactly what Corey Holcomb is. And Anton Daniels seemed to have a lot of momentum simply because Corey Holcomb just hadn't addressed it. And he was cashing in on it. Again, he was talking about he was going to try to make $1 million. And to be honest, a lot of us made a lot of money off of this situation.
He's right,
But again, Corey Holcomb would stay true to form, showing up to his show, and the name of the show was Ugly Man Equals. And in this show, he refused to call Anton Daniels Anton. He called him throughout the show Futon. Woo! And he would start by insulting Anton Daniels' looks.
Boy, you use your paper to you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
Oh man. See, it done got real, y'all. Hey, y'all know Corey Holcomb a comedian, bro. And he one of the ruthless comedians that it is. You feel what I'm saying? And so, this is what people gonna start saying, like, is he right? Was he wrong? You feel what I'm saying? Like, kids off limits. You feel what I'm saying? Like, which they is, and I agree. But keep in mind, he a comedian, so it's like he got a pass, But hey, let's get back into it, man.
This brag on not having no children out of wedlock.
Damn.
And then Corey Holcomb would go a lot further and attack,
This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock.
That's Cool Mo daughter.
That's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids. That gonna be buying like you after a while.
I respect O'Shea though, for blurring out that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people probably would have not cared. you know, just for the views and interactions and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's still a child, it's still someone else's child, and you got to respect that. You feel me? So I respect him for blurring out her picture. You heard me? Yeah, man. Me, I wouldn't even must. I mean, it's blurred out, so it really don't matter. Nobody can't see her, you know.
If you don't know, don't ever brag on no mother what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen.
Man.
Get dude off the screen, man. That's who the is that? This fucking cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no just fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you. You ain't no who got bitches.
After going after the daughter, he would then go after Anton Daniels' wife.
She look like she'll be like, fuck it, I'll be with this little
Man.
baby. You ain't got to be worried about that temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come with a real. If y'all in Detroit, it's real in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit.
Say, bro. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. The daughter stuff, I don't respect. You know, I ain't into that. You hear me? But hey, even the wife. But hey, at the end of the day, Antoine, you jumped out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You made yourself vulnerable because you could have dodged all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have really they could have smoothed this thing out, I feel like, but Antoine took it further. He wanted to go on other podcasts and platforms, talk about it. He talking about he can make $1 million and all that. So, hey, man, you messing with a ruthless brother, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. You hear me?
You with a mark ass who's stressing you out. Cause you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I so good. Can let your whole family down and out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he got punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come with a real, you know you can't stay with that. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. It's them nights when them other ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you could be over here with me, goddamn.
Now, for the sake of the daughter, we have blurred her face out. The wife, I didn't even want to show the clip. I've spoken to his wife before. Very nice family. Again, I don't agree with Anton Daniels ideologically, but his wife is very nice. Has always been very nice to me. I have no problem with her. She doesn't cause any troubles. She doesn't do anything to people. She's a very nice lady. She stays out of problems. With Corey Holcomb, this is, I would say, unfortunate. And the reason why it is unfortunate for me is because, yes, Anton Daniels did egg it on. And as Anton Daniels has said himself, when you respond, you can't decide how somebody is going to take it. All right. Now, when you're going around egging on, and continuing to egg it on, going on people's platforms to egg it on, yes, Anton is not going to come after nobody's family. Okay. But who's to say that somebody wouldn't? I thought this wasn't a really good look for Corey Holcomb, and I like.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, not to throw nothing in nobody's face, but Corey Holcomb, he aired his own daughter out before. You feel me? On the show, like, you know, he let it be known that, you know, his daughter don't rock with him and he don't rock with her, like, on some stuff. You hear me? And so, what make you think he wouldn't say nothing about Joe Child, bruh? And I ain't condoning that, cause I don't get down with that. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this the internet, bro. People ruthless. You feel me? And he one of the ruthless cats on the internet. Comedian for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Corey Holcomb show. I'm just giving my own opinion. I felt that Anton Daniels had so many gaps that Corey could deal with that he just didn't need to go there. Especially because this young lady is not 18, right? The wife, still a little bit, you know, I wouldn't do it. But again, that's somebody's wife, not somebody that's underage. And again, I think that, like I said, he might not think it's a bad look. In this particular case, going after the daughter who was 16 or 17, however old she is, bad look, right? I got to call it like I see it. However, I am going to say this. I've supported both of these men. I have a lot of 5150 merch. You guys see I rock it on my channel. I love these silly ass shirts that Corey be making. But I got to talk about a conversation I had with Anton some time back. I called Anton Daniels about 3 years ago. I was actually in Kenya. It was around the same time that Sinful to P passed away. And Anton Daniels was, you know, he's on his way up. He wasn't as big as me at the time. I mean, obviously he is now. And I noticed that Anton Daniels was being very opulent with, you know, some of his earnings, showing when he goes on business class. He was trying to couple that with being very polarizing. And that's what Anton Daniels has done to really spike up his subscribership, is being polarizing and being controversial, saying things that, in my opinion, it offends certain groups and it hurts people. And the reality is that I told him that, hey, listen, man, you know, you're getting bigger. People know you. Yes, it is going to bring you, you know, a lot of fame. But when you're on, you know, going on these flights, you're going on business class, you're showing the world what you have, it's just going to make people hate you. And as a content creator, you can just stick to what the content is and leave everything else alone. Now, I'm not going to say that Corey Holcomb was perfect in the first show, but at the same time, what I will say is this, that Anton Daniels' behavior has made people hate him. And of course, it's fine to be hated when people are just coming after you. That's different when somebody starts to come after somebody in your family. When somebody starts to come after people that you love. And as content creators, we sometimes don't care about the people that our content may hurt. And it's a lot of things in the past that I would publicly say on my platform. But now that I'm 44, going on 45, I try to put myself in the shoes of somebody and say, how would I feel if I was that person's father that I'm talking about? How would I feel if I was that person's brother? How would I feel if that was my daughter? You know, when I'm talking about, you know, certain women, how would I feel if that was my daughter or whatever, or she was my mom? And when you think about it in those ways, you can still be critical of something, but not go all the way. And the reality is Anton Daniels goes all the way all the time. And, you know, he says hurtful things all the time. And it's very unfortunate as to what happened to his wife and his daughter, and that Corey Holcomb went so hard. I mean, he really went extremely hard. And, you know, my heart goes out to both of these brothers, right? Because again,
I'm gonna say this. See, the thing about Anton, like he say things in like a certain type of way. You know, he'll say things that's kind of beat around the bush, but it ain't. It's direct, you know, but it's kind of slick. You feel what I'm saying? And but you know, he say things that offend a lot of people. You feel me? Especially black women, black men, like black people in general. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I agree with some things he say too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Some things he say do be the truth, but some things I don't. You feel me? And that's with anything. You feel what I'm saying? But Corey Holcomb on the other end, he just like ain't no cut, you know, like I ain't none of that. Like he's straight direct, outspoken, no matter, you know what I'm saying? He don't care how you feel, how you take it. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, man, it can get nasty, and it done got nasty. You feel what I'm saying? And so just the whole situation, man, I just felt like from the jump, it could have been avoided. It could have been overlooked. It could have been joked off, laughed off. You feel me? But you know, the person Corey Holcomb is, he kind of old school, and you know, he don't play none of that. You know, certain words you can't speak to men type things. You feel me? And I understand that, and I get it. You feel me? But you would think him being a comedian, he would take that to the chin, and you know what I'm saying, like whatever, you know. But it is what it is. But Anton, he kept egging it on. Hey, and you know, he was saying a lot of stuff. You know how he would have whooped Corey. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, like all kind of stuff. This was after the situation. You know, on his platform, he was talking a lot of stuff, and so you know, Corey Holcomb just sitting back watching, laughing. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's what it was, man.